Hey guys, Alex from Board Game Co. with another Kickstarter roundup video. If you're new here, what I do in these videos is I pick a bunch of Kickstarters and then I go over them in brief, but I cover the campaign and then I tell you whether I think it's a good buy or not. To be clear, this doesn't mean you should or shouldn't back it. You're welcome to do what you want with your money. This is more my opinion as to whether you are getting some form of a good deal or whether if you're trying to be price conscious, it's better to wait till retail. Now, kicking this off, we have Trekking the World by Globetrotting Board Game. Now, this is by the same people that have done Trek in the National Parks, and by all accounts, both by their previous game, the fact that this is not that much of a gap from that, and then the fact that the reviews are pretty positive, this is probably a pretty safe bet in terms of enjoying the game. That being said, I don't think it's a Kickstarter worth backing in terms of reward versus risk or whatnot, or even just reward versus financial outlay. At the end of the day, this is a $40 pledge level plus shipping, and it's not even a deal. Meaning, practically speaking, this will be available cheaper after the fact, and they're not offering you anything at all to back it now. The only real incentive to back this now is getting it earlier. They're not offering you any extras. They're not offering you a discount on price. They're just saying, hey, you'll get it earlier by giving us more money than you'll be able to get it for later. Meaning it's not forget cheaper. It's more expensive than you'll be able to get it for later. They have a cute little tidbit down here of how they're focusing on delivering a great game, so they're ignoring, where is it? There's a little tidbit down here. Our goal is to make games that spend more time on the shelves. No big rule books, no setups. No, that's not it. Sorry. They had a little bit of a tidbit. We want to make. We believe passionately in keeping our campaign simple. One pledge level, no stretch goals. Time we could have spent creating and managing a complex campaign, we instead used to polish gameplay and make high quality components. I think that's a very cute statement, but then stay off Kickstarter. Now, again, don't get me wrong, they're welcome to do what they want. People are welcome to back what they want. Funding levels where they are, they're clearly getting a return on that. They clearly have people who are backing it. But it's a cute little blurb, but then why are you on Kickstarter? You're basically just asking people to take the risk for you. You're asking people to jump in and pay more money than they would otherwise and give it to you a year in advance, or I don't know the estimated timeline this is, September 2020, so 6 months in advance. I mean, it's cute. It's a nice little statement about how they're trying to make the best game, but I don't think this is worth backing for you. If you want to, go ahead, but I don't think the return is there. Next up, we have Lawyer Up. Lawyer Up looks incredible. This is a game that really, and by the way, Trekking the World is a game that I do plan on getting myself later, but the keyword is later. Lawyer Up is another game that I will be getting later, and the keyword is later, because this is the same problem again. It's basically a $29 plus shipping for the base pledge. $49 pledge comes with expansions. This is a two-player head-to-head game about being a lawyer. I mean, there's a whole case by case. The game comes with multiple cases that you can play out in this back and forth. It's got a lot of good reviews. The artwork really appeals to me. The reviewers' opinions really resonate with me. All in all, this is a game I'm very interested in getting. I'm just not interested in getting it yet. At the end of the day, they're giving you this box. This is the box you get for the $29 pledge level plus shipping. Now, and if you pay attention to other games in this cost, ward domination, a paperback, a hardback, $29 plus shipping is asking too much, in my opinion. It's reasonable from a stance of their costs, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm a big fan of the fact that if they're going to ask you to back, they have to give you a reason to back, and they're not really doing that. They do have some stretch goals, but it doesn't seem like a worthwhile return given what they're offering and asking. That being said, I plan on picking it up later when it hits retail. Number 3 on the list is Winter Kingdom. Winter Kingdom is a terrible, absolutely terrible buy. I mean, more so than the previous ones. I think this is a complete ripoff. But that being said, again, this is another. So far, we're doing pretty good in terms of games that I am interested in and plan on getting. I just plan on getting them all later. We're 3 for 3 on that so far. This one is coming in with Donald X Vaxarino, and it's coming in off the Tales of Kingdom Builder. Instead, this one's called Winter Kingdom, and it looks to be about 90% Kingdom Builder with some twists. You can see the various tiles here are a different shape than Kingdom Builder. That doth not a new game make, but there are some other changes in terms of the way the game actually plays, but it basically seems to be Kingdom Builder, which I'm a fan of. I like Kingdom Builder, and I'm a sucker for what they're doing here. I'm a sucker for the fact that they're saying, ooh, new Kingdom Builder, look at the new tile shape, look at the new cards and the new economy system we have in place. All those things work for me. I'm in on this game. The problem is I'm not in at $55, which is the current early bird. And I mean, this is a little offensive, honestly. They have multiple early bird pledge levels. They have coming in at $49, then $52, then $55, and then finally $65 plus shipping, by the way. That's all before shipping. And I was a little offended by those early bird pledge levels because none of those were a good deal. Even the cheapest one at $49 is not a good deal. I mean, this is going to be selling for $30 in retail once it hits, and then that'll be on Amazon with free shipping. Maybe not day one, but this is a game you'll be able to get for literally half the price if you are patient. Literally half the price. And what are they offering? They're offering some upgraded meeples and a box sleeve. I mean, listen, if it does it for you, go ahead and back. Is it a good buy? I think it's a terrible buy. But again, I totally plan on getting it. This game, I mean, I like Kingdom Builder, and I want to try this variation of Kingdom Builder. So I will 100% be getting this game, but I'll be getting it for half the price as anyone on Kickstarter. Number 4 on the list is Starlight. Starlight is absolutely killing it with nearly $500,000 raised, and $500,000 raised so far, and this one is the toughest one on this list for me to evaluate. And the reason for that is there's no real track record from the creator, and I don't see a reason why it's okay. Let me take a step back. There's two main pledge levels. There's a $74 pledge level. I'm using US dollars here, and then a $110 pledge level that comes with the miniatures. From the two of those, the 110 seems to be a better deal offhand, just in terms of the extra content you get versus the standees for not that much more money. So I think if you're going to back at the $110 level, in my opinion. But as far as what they are offering, what they are giving you for this game, they're giving you this open world system with an end game raid system, replayable campaign, 80 plus pages of story. I believe it comes with an app, if I saw correctly. Yeah, it comes with Core Box, Starlight app, comes with an app. At the end of the day, I'm not sure. Okay, this is a tough one because whether or not it's worth it is going to depend on the quality of the game. Now, to some extent, that's very much true across the board in all games, but I think this more than most. Based on the amount of money that they're asking for, this is not a game that the components alone justify the price. This is a game where what they are offering in terms of story, what they are offering in terms of the mass game involved and the app development and all that, if they do a solid job, then may very well hold its value. But I'm not seeing enough reasons to believe that they are going to do a solid job. Now, in terms of price, by the way, they have a lot of stretch goals going on, so they do have a lot of reasons to back on Kickstarter compared to retail. But whether or not it's worth it is going to depend very heavily on the quality of the game. This is one that I would say, if it appeals to you, it's probably, I shouldn't even say that. I have a hard time evaluating this because I just don't know. I don't know whether the game will be good and whether you'll see a return. That being said, they are at least giving you reasons to back it. If the game appeals to you, there are reasons to back it in terms of the Kickstarter content, and it's not crazily priced, but it's also not super cheap either. They seem to be doing a pretty decent job in terms of across the board, in terms of the quality of the campaign, the game trays, the reviews, the app development. They seem to be checking all the boxes and doing a pretty good job, but the game does not appeal to me personally, which is why I will not be backing it. This is not a style of game. In general, story-driven campaigns are not something that are really up my alley. I do have a few that are exceptions to that I back, that I've enjoyed. Seventh Continent is a great example for that. But usually games that rely heavily on, you know, lots of pages of story or app development. Like, I'm one of those guys, when I back Storm Thunder, I was, for me, the fact that they have these little blurbs where you can sum up the story in a small paragraph, that was a plus to me. I tend to like games with development, but a shorter narrative aspect to it, and not a fully fleshed out, you know, branching storyline system. So yeah, this is a hard one, and it's hard enough to the point that I'm not really passing any real opinion. If it calls to you, go for it. If it doesn't, pass on it. For me, I'm passing on it because it doesn't call to me personally from a storyline standpoint, from what it's offering. And then finally, last on the list, we have Frosthaven. Frosthaven is a video. I did a full-fleshed video on Frosthaven earlier this week. I'll link to that up above. But the short version of Frosthaven is they're not offering you a terrible deal. They're also not offering you a great deal. Coming in, first of all, $6.5 million, which is insane. And 25 days to go. I don't know what they need the 25 days for, but hey, enjoy it, use it, or whatnot. But at $6.5 million, there's clearly a lot of support for this. But then again, it's the #1 game of all time, so it should get that support. In terms of what the game's offering, the short version, again, if you want the full details, check out my other video. But other than that, they're basically offering you the main pledge level is $100 for the Frosthaven box, but as usual, shipping is not included in the price, and shipping is coming in at $30. So it's $130 for a game that you will probably be able to get for that much or less, likely less if you're patient. If you want to wait for the $110 Amazon deal, that will happen. I guarantee it. So this is a game that they are charging you more money to get it earlier, and there's no other benefits to that. There's no stretch goals. There's no other real content. Their price is not terrible. Don't get me wrong. The game will sell for $130 starting off. So they're offering you the baseline retail price that you can expect to buy. They are not taking a huge advantage, but then again, Kickstarter doesn't have a sale, and Amazon will have sales at different points, or various retailers will have sales. So this is a game where the short summary answer of what I gave in the other video is, if you're trying to get it to the table as soon as it comes out, go ahead and back it. If you just want to get it because you're eventually going to play it, I recommend waiting. There's no real reason not to. This is definitely going to come to retail. This is not a game there's any question. It's 100% going to make its way to retail, and it will 100% be available for less than $130 at some point. So if you're not playing it right away, there's no real reason to get it now, except for the fact of being part of this, being sucked in, being, you know, oh, yay, Frosthaven's on my shelf, I'm so excited, and I'll play it in another 2 years. So that's basically it. Those are the 5 videos for today. Again, this is another video where I am so far backing none of those. I know when I do these videos, it kind of seems like I don't back a lot of Kickstarters, but trust me, I do. It's been a dry spell the past few months and my wallet's thanking me, but my FOMO is a little sad. I mean, Frosthaven is definitely one that I again will 100% be getting this. I mean, so far on this list of the 5 Kickstarters today, 4 of them I will be getting. I will just be getting them later. That's basically it. That's summary. I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be another one up in another few weeks. We do have some more Kickstarters coming in the next over the next 2 or 3 weeks. We do have a few more Kickstarters. We have Ankh coming. I know that the Street Masters guys are coming out with a miniature line. There's a few other Kickstarters I'll be hitting, and I will be letting you know. I'll let you know my thoughts on them as they come through. Hope you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe down below, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment, and let me know which ones of these you're backing, or even if you're not backing, which ones you're just even interested in. I'm always interested in hearing your opinions, so let me know down below. I reply to every single comment. Until next time, I'm Alex from Board Game Co., and have a good one.